What was your first camera or gadget sa Niceprint?
Nikon camera. Oh, we used to be a Nikon user. Yeah.
What was your first out-of-town project with Niceprint?
Out of town was, I think, Baguio. And then out of the country, the first one was in California.
What is the first app you open in the morning?
Syempre, Instagram.
Siyempre, titignan natin
Favorite.
ang posting ng Niceprint.
Oo, titignan natin kung nag-trending.
Oo.
Yeah.
Who is your first celebrity crush?
Foreign na lang. Kasi lahat ng mga sa local, kilala ko marami, nakakahiya.
Oo nga. Sabihin sa'yo, crush mo
Crush
pala.
mo na ako. Tapos naging groom ko pala.
Oo,
Naku, wag
oh
na
my
po.
gosh. Okay.
Your mind and beauty. I celebrate you. Your life and story. I celebrate you. You'll always be the queen of my heart. I celebrate you. Your wisdom guides me. I celebrate you. Your courage drives me. I celebrate you. Your strength inspires me. Every day is Mother's Day. I love my mother. I love my mother. I'm glad she's my mother. Every day is Mother's Day. My mother, oh yeah, yeah. My mother, she's my mother. Every day is Mother's Day.
Welcome back to Behind the Scenes with Ynna Season 2. Ayan, good evening sa inyo. And for our guest today, they started their business with a Konica developing franchise until they created their own video and photography business. Now, one of the fast and leading digital photo and video services here in the Philippines, CEO of Niceprint Photography, a mother, a mom, and a person with a beautiful heart. Let's find out the amazing journey of Mrs. CHARISSE TINIO! Hi, Miss Cha!
Thank you, Liz. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. And I am so excited to share your journey kasi grabe lang. Ayan, as mentioned ko nga, you started with a Konica Developing Center.
Correct.
So first, let's start off with, tell us about yourself.
Well, a lot of people know me, syempre, as the businesswoman, the face
Yes.
behind Niceprint. Of course, I'm a wife.
Yes.
I'm a mom of 3. I'm a workaholic. And
Yeah.
what else? I love traveling. And I love hosting parties. Yun. So, just really an active person, no? Through and through.
When did you start Niceprint Photography?
It started with Konica Photo Express.
Yeah.
For the Gen Zs out there, they may not know it anymore kasi it's the developing center. So developing means may film ka,
Yes.
analog, hindi mo makukuha yung pictures mo instantly. You have to line up in a Konica or Kodak center,
Yes.
wait for it for an hour or two, and then you get your photos. So that's how it was before. May patience bago mo
Yes.
makita. I think mga sometime 2004, there was a shift. 2005, there was a shift from analog to digital.
Yes.
And that's when we thought, my husband and I, we were newly married, sabi ko, parang may iwan na yata tayo dito sa analog. We have to come up with something, innovate and pivot.
Yes.
That's when we thought of service. Kasi I thought that time that even with technological advancements, service will not go away. So that's where we focused on. At that time, Ynna, I also believed my mentors before, my ninong, my mom, they've always said that you have to stick to your core competence. So if we were doing photos and videos for, a good 3-4 years, and we were doing very well in that industry, to not go so far away from it. So we just
Yes.
really pivoted and, came up with something related but will last.
Are you really into video and photography ever since?
Yes, actually, when I look back, when my friends and I talk about it from high school, my Assumption friends, they would say as early as first year high school, I would be parang the designated photographer. I would be bringing yung mga Jurassic-looking cameras, and ako yung taga-picture, taga-take ng moments and memories, and I would have piles and piles of scrapbooks. In the house, even now, I was able to keep some of them. So, ang dami ko talagang albums of, like printed pictures kasi I'm really sentimental that way. I think when I was growing up, I saw my mom. She was a very, very good businesswoman. I really believed that one day I'd also become an entrepreneur. But I knew that I had to be getting into something na gusto ko. something that I would love to do, something that is, close to heart. Being a Pisces and all that, talagang sentimental ako by nature. So it just really goes to show na yung negosyo na pinasukan ko is something close to my heart. I like taking pictures, I like making memories, creating memories, and being part of people's milestones. The real reason, why we got into this, or I got into this, kasi nga, mahilig talaga ako sa sama-sama, sa
mga get-together.
Oo, napakahilig ko sa party, sa hosting. Mahilig din ako mag-keep ng memories. And so even in the house, you'll see so many photos on the walls, on the frame. So talagang I'm a firm believer of pictures.
So what do you love about Niceprint?
It's something we did on our own. I guess it's something to be proud of, no?
It's
not something
it's something you started talaga na kayo
from
talaga.
scratch. Hindi siya yung minana, di ba? Which is, there's nothing wrong with it, of course. But I guess there's just really a pride when you say that, we started this on our own, and we've built this brand together, and we grew up with it, no? I always say that si Niceprint is like my panganay na anak. It's as old as my eldest son, actually, si Sancho. You grew up raising your kids, and in the same way, I grew up, learned through the years, building Niceprint as the brand. Of course, there's everything about it is everything that I love. Talagang with so much passion.
Share to us a brief story of the journey of Niceprint.
So so we started 2006. We were newly married. And then I fell in love with everything weddings, just like any bride. I enjoy the planning and all that. So I kind of missed it when the wedding was done. Parang nakakamiss pa na mag-plan. I think the best journey was being a bride and preparing your own wedding. So after that, yun na nga, slowly nag-shift from analog to digital. And so I told my husband, why don't we get into photo and video service for events? Not just weddings, but all kinds of events. So that's what we did. We started with 1, 2, 3. It was a trial. But then, yun nga, tinanggap ng publiko, which we're very grateful for. And I think, I always say this in all the interviews naman, that what really put us on the map was the wedding of Ogie and Regine. So that's Ogie Alcacid. Nag-attend ka doon. I recall. Yeah. So Ogie and Regine's wedding way back 2010. So we were pretty new in the industry that time, and for these two superstars to give their trust to you, it was something I'll always be grateful for. Kasi when no one has trusted you nga, sabi nga nila, and these two people give you their trust, dami namang iba, it just really gives so much happiness and joy to my heart. So I'll always be grateful to them.
That's so beautiful. Other than Niceprint, you have a lot of businesses, no? Hindi lang photo and video. Ayan, share niyo po yung mga ibang businesses.
Actually, not naman talaga party planning. It's what do we have? We have events venue, and then we have studios, of course, for all kinds of shoots. We have a printing company which is called Print Divas. So it prints mga invitations, all the printables that you see in events. That's us also. Notville Favors, Gray Manila, those are like souvenirs. At marami pang iba. Madami. Kung ano-ano. Yeah.
Advice to aspiring entrepreneurs.
I always say that you just have to do it. If you have a brilliant idea, sometimes the capital comes a bit later on, but you'll have to find ways to find that capital. But if you have that brilliant idea, you just have to go for it. Kasi sayang Sometimes, there are people who would say, ay, naisip ko yan. But then you don't execute it. Then it's just the idea that was executed by someone else, right? So you have to have a bit of guts talaga, a lot of prayers, and it never fails. Kailangan talaga hardworking. Wala talagang dumadating ng anything easy. You have to work hard for it. You have to really dedicate a lot of time, effort, sacrifices. I guess the one thing that I always say is, when you do business, you can't just base it on money, because that will only get you to a certain point. You have to do everything, the business, with a heart. Kasi that's what's gonna get you far, and that's what's gonna keep you there. The relationships that you build, doing it out of love and passion, not just for money, but genuinely love for your staff, for your clients. I think that's something that will not not fade.
So doon naman tayo, syempre tapos na tayo sa business side natin. We move on to your life journey. Where and when did you meet your husband?
Nako, isa pang trivia yan. Ngayon lang yata natanong sa akin yan. But not a lot of people know, nung time na 1990s po, late 90s, ang uso nun ay blind date.
Oh, wow!
Siyempre, Ins, hindi na alam ng mga Gen Z at millennials. Ano yung
ako alam
blind
ko pa
date?
naman.
Alam mo pa
Yes.
yan. Oh. So, ano yung blind date? Ang blind date po is hindi mo masasearch yung pangalan niya. Wala pong Instagram noon or Facebook or what have you. So, it's totally a blind date, meaning you don't know who you're gonna meet. What a surprise.
I know.
So, it's cute. It's cute. It's the old style of dating. So, a friend of yours will hook you up with someone and just say the name and then you'll be like, gwapo ba yan?
Yeah.
Kasi hindi mo naman masasearch kung ano itsura niya, di ba? Walang ganon. So, talagang with eyes closed, talagang sabi mo lang, oh, sige, game.
Sige na nga.
Oo.
Sige na nga.
So, yun yung mga time-ins na mag-meet kayo sa restaurant. Kailangan sabihin mo na kung ano yung itsura ng damit niya.
Yes.
At saka ano yung itsura ng damit ko para magkakilala kami. So, sasabihin niya, for example, oh, I'm gonna be wearing a white shirt with black pants, blah, blah, blah. So, ikaw na naman I'm wearing a red shirt. Tapos yung mga time na yun yung uso-ins na sasabihin nila, I got stood up. Kasi, yung iba, pagka hindi type, ay, magdadahilan, ay, hindi na papasok sa restaurant. Pero hindi ko naman ginawa yun.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, that was it. We were parang paired up through a blind date by our common friends. So, we met in Makati and the rest is history. From that night on, hindi na kami naghiwalay.
How long have you been married?
20 years,
Wow,
actually.
grabe guys. Ngayon lang nakarinig. First time ko nakarinig ng successful blind date story.
Na
So,
20 years ng kasal. Yeah.
wow.
So we've been together for
That's
like
so-
20, almost 25 years ins.
Yes.
Kasama yung dating time.
What
So,
is your relationship like?
more
Sa mga
than
posts
anything,
mo?
I think we're really good friends. We enjoy each other's company. We're not here just because, married tayo, or kasi for the kids. But we truly, truly enjoy each other. I mean, we can talk for hours and you know, go on romantic dates and go on junk trips. We call it junk trips. It's called Just Us, No Kids. We still do
Wait,
that.
I like that. Junk
Oo.
trips.
Yeah.
Just us, no,
No kids. Yes.
Wonderful.
So we do that still. Kasi totoo naman yun, Ins. Before you are a parent, you're a husband and a wife.
Yes.
So you have to really nurture your relationship with your spouse. So we really give time, intentionally give time for each other. And you know, there's time for kids. And my kids know that, Mama, you did the junk trip this time. So the next trip is ours, right?
Cute.
So alam na ng mga anak ko yun, alternate.
Ang galing, galing. Ganun pala dapat mag-balance. What is the quality of your husband that you love the most?
Just too many, actually. But
Oh, ang cute. Kinikilig talaga ako. Gusto ko yung,
Oo,
Ako
too
yung
many.
nagre-react.
Siguro the number one is he's God-fearing. I think it's important to find a spouse that's God-fearing. Less likely that he would cheat on you pagka talagang may paniniwala siya sa Diyos.
Yes.
He's a good father. He's very present in our lives. And parang number one talaga sa buhay niya kami, ng mga anak ko. Tsaka, I guess number three is he gives me balance. Kasi nga, medyo hyper si Ate Char, di ba?
Workaholic pa and everything.
Hyper at lahat-lahat. So, he gives me that balance na parang, Char, you know, let's sit down. You know,
He
let's...
tames you down.
Oo.
Just like my husband.
Diba?
Yeah.
He takes time to really say, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay lang. Hindi kailangan lahat matapos today. And I'm like, oo nga naman. Okay. So, it's a good balance for me that JB's my spouse. Kasi kung hindi, baka tumatakbo na lang ako sa marathon my whole life.
How do you keep a healthy and strong relationship?
Of course, we put God at the center of our lives. Everything that we do is for Him, because of Him. We always give thanks, no? Yun nga, like what I mentioned kanina, aside from, of course, putting God at the center, we always take time to really protect and nurture our relationship as husband and wife.
Yes.
I think that's important to have that time that and I always say, Ins, you know, syempre, when you're raising your kids, you become so busy and everything revolves around them. Totoo rin naman po yun.
Yes.
But, paano pag umalis na sila? Yun yung sinasabi ko eh. One day, aalis yung mga anak mo. They're gonna leave you. Of course, that's how life is. They're gonna
Yes.
get married. And may iwan ka ulit kayong dalawa na mag-asawa. So, it's important to nurture that husband and wife relationship because at the end of the day, it's gonna be us again when we're on our 60s, 70s. And ang ganda na kahit maiwan na kayo ng mga anak mo, meron pa rin kayo pag-uusapan. Meron pa rin kayong relationship and you still, truly enjoy each other's company and conversations. I could still laugh at his jokes and, he would still wanna talk to me, right? Even beyond 40, 50 years of marriage. Yun, parang intentionally we know that, na the kids will leave soon and hindi pwedeng yun lang ang buhay.
Ngayon parang preparing kayo sa maging buhay niyo na kayo na.
Oo, pag empty nesters na.
Yes, because yung like you said, di ba, yung panganay mo is working for Niceprint na rin.
Yes, but he's still in school. Very much in school. In fact, he's just high school. But he's so matured. That's why akala ng mga tao tapos na mag-college. But no, really, masipag lang. But yeah, he's still in school. But yes, he really helps us with the company.
Si Sancho, right?
Sancho, yeah.
Sancho. Okay, speaking of Sancho, how did Sancho change your life? So, babalik tayo sa pregnancy nung nalaman yung buntis po kayo.
That's 2006, sabay ni Niceprint, no? Oo. We really wanted it already. I remember we got married 2003. So we waited a bit, Ynna, kasi nga gusto namin mag-travel, alam mo na, honeymoon, ganyan. So when we had Sancho, we were very ready as parents. And of course, cliche as it may sound, alam naman ng lahat ng tao, pag naging nanay ka, it really just changes everything, no? As a person, mababago ka. Parang your purpose totally changes. Parang, biglang one click, iba na.
Ito pala purpose ko.
Oo, iba na yung purpose mo, iba na yung meaning ng life. Kahit yung, from the mundane things and the bigger things, parang you will live each day knowing and putting in your heart and in your head na may anak ka na. So decisions will be based on that, no? I really can't imagine my life without my kids. Being a mom is the one and only best role that I have in my life.
How do you juggle your time with your work, with your husband, with your children? Ayan, may natutunan ako, junk. Ayan.
Oo. Naku, napakahirap. My gosh. Talagang, kung susundan, my friends, I mean, you guys, di ba? You follow me on Instagram. Yung iba talaga, nalaloka pa.
Yes!
Char, ano ba nangyayari sa'yo?
Nasa ka ba ngayon?
Nasa ka na ba? Kanina, nasa Balisin ka pa lang. Pagdating ng hapon, magkita ko, nasa Baguio ka na. Oo, ganyan nga po ang buhay ko.
Yes, grabe.
Talagang takbo ng takbo. So minsan nagjo-joke na kami ni husband na, Char, parang kailangan mo na ng chopper. Kasi parang, pero hindi po natin gagawin yun. Kasi natatakot po ako sa chopper. But seriously, it's very busy. But they always say that the busiest people have the most time in their hands. Diba? How ironic. And the busiest people, yan pa yung mabilis sumagot sa mga messages. Totoo yan, ha? It's a very good observation. Kasi nga, parang it's part of life. Alert. Sagot agad sa
Parang feeling
Viber.
mo na you're there for everyone. Go,
Yeah,
come on,
go,
let's
go. Minsan nga, masalilate pa ako pag galing na ako sa bahay, eh. Kasi nga, parang steady masyado.
Galing, tiyatabat.
Yeah. As compared to a day wherein I have like 6 meetings.
Yes.
Parang you're on the go, right? So having said that, I think it's just really a matter of prioritizing and time management. Kung gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, you'll make time for everything. Not find time, but make time for it. In fact, Ynna, the busy that I am, I'm still able to be the president for the class representative of my kids.
Oh, wow!
Class parent rep pa po ako.
Wow,
Itong lagay na to. So kung kaya ko po, kayang-kaya nyo rin. But yeah, parang housewife ang peg, eh, no?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is the best lesson you've learned as a mom?
I've learned to become so selfless. To become so, just to really learn the unconditional love. Wow. Parang wala na yatang hihigit na pagmamahal bukod sa ina para sa anak. Yeah, and just really changes you, no? There's just really love overflowing. And I've learned that no matter how many kids you have, your heart just grows with it. Hindi kailangan mabawasan yung pagmamahal mo sa isa o sa dalawa. Pwedeng 8 sila. Mahal mo sila pare-pareho. And equally. That's just really the best takeaway from it all. Na pwede palang maging ganun ka-selfless ang isang tao. Dahil sa pagmamahal mo sa anak mo.
Tsaka dun mo nga masasabi na unconditional love is from a mother's love talaga.
I agree.
Having a baby.
True.
And speaking of baby, what is your message to your children?
Okay, to Sancho, Vito, and Sienna, I hope you know very well that Mama will be there for you forever. as long as you need me. And even if you don't, I will still be there because that's what moms are for. I will guide you, protect you, and, give my life for you, basically. How blessed I am that you are here with me, that you gave purpose in my life, and that it's just really a privilege to be called your mother. Love you guys.
Ang ganda naman nun. And lastly, Miss Cha, what is your message to our...
Napaiyak na ako.
Sorry. Viewers.
Yun nga. So, I guess in general, right? Life is tough as it is, but you just really have to keep going. Whether it's business or my family problems or all that, prayers do wonders. To have a grateful heart is always a blessing. Give thanks to the Lord. And also, when you dream, you dream high. Wala naman pong bayad mangarap. Pero pag mangarap po tayo, sasamahan po natin ng dasal, hard work, perseverance, and things will go into place.
Miss Cha, yun lang naman. Thank you for your time. Pero, bago tayo mag-end, syempre, papalightin muna natin. We will have a game called Game of First. So, questions lang to. So, sasagutin mo lang siya ng mabilis. Ganun lang naman.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay, ready.
Okay, our first question. What was your first camera or gadget sa Niceprint?
Nikon camera. We used to be a Nikon user. Yeah.
What was your first out-of-town project with Niceprint?
Out of town was, I think, USA.
When was the first time you kissed your husband? I love it.
Syempre, 2000. Syempre, 1999. Nung namit ko siya. Syempre,
Ilang
after
years
5
na nga po
days.
kayong kasal?
After 5 days pala. Di ba? Mag-asawa pa rin.
What is the first app you open in the morning?
Syempre, Instagram.
Siyempre, titignan natin
Favorite.
ang posting ng Niceprint.
Oo, titignan natin kung nag-trending.
Oo.
Yeah.
Who is your first celebrity crush?
Crush! Nakakaloka. Brad Pitt. Foreign na lang. Kasi lahat ng mga sa local, kilala ko marami, nakakahiya.
Oo nga. Sabihin sa'yo, crush mo
Crush
pala.
na ako! Tapos,
What is the first thing you do with your kids when you get home?
I cook for them. If it's a light day, I would always cook for my kids, and we eat together, syempre. Kasi I love to cook.
Oo nga, I know. Tsaka laging bumibili ng steak yan si Miss Cha.
Syempre,
Vincent
syempre.
Company. Na-promote ka. Ayan, our last question. When was the first time your first child said, I love you to you?
Nako, I think it was probably 3. 3 or 4. 3 siguro, mga 3. Yeah.
Ayun, diba? Sobrang dali lang naman ang mga questions natin.
Yes.
Pang ano lang, wala lang. Ayun, Miss Cha, thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you, Ian.
sabi ko nga na kaya po kita na-invite dito because kahit hindi tayo nakakapag-usap lagi, I'm so thankful because you've been a blessing to our family as well.
Always.
And not only to us, but to all people. Kaya sabi ko, a person with a beautiful heart. So
Thank you,
Thank you
Ian.
for your time and
I'm
for
just
sharing
always
your journey.
here for you guys.
Mm,
Of course,
thank
from your
you.
mom and everybody. Love you guys.
Oo, lagi kami, uy, Niceprint.
Siyempre. parte
Maraming
ng
salamat.
parte ng milestones nyo.
Oo,
Yeah.
ayan na nga.
Thank you,
kaya
Ins.
nga. Thank you, ayan. Before we end, syempre, bigay po muna natin ang ating giveaway for our guests. Ayan, Miss Cha.
Hi, thank
Happy
you.
Mother's Day. This
Thank
one's
you
for
so
you. It's from
much.
Prime Nails. Stick-on
Thank
nails
you.
yan. So, pwede yung
Pwedeng
pagbandingan.
gamitin.
And syempre, thank you to the Wednesday Florist for our flowers.
Thank
para
you
sa
so
ating Mother's Day
much.
flowers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ina. Thank you to the whole team.
Yan. Thank you, Miss Cha. Siyempre, meron din tayong gift certificate from Well Nails. So, meron po kayong 1-day pamper day sa bahay ninyo.
Oh.
Ayan. So, thank you so much for watching. Before we end, siyempre, magte-thank you muna tayo sa ating mga sponsors. For our food sponsor, Cafe Amarella and Purple Walk. Maraming salamat sa aming food. Makeup by Chardy para sa aking makeup. And of course, MJ Medela for the makeup of my guest. Jewelry from Radiant Lux Jewelry. Maraming salamat po. Cara Zapatos para sa aming shoes. Cliff Point Studio by Shotflix. Maraming salamat sa napakagandang studio namin. And if you want to achieve a V-shaped face like me, please contact Vandara BF Homes and look for Maya Eigenman para sa Haifu. Ayan, maraming salamat. And of course, last but not the least, maraming salamat po sa Carbonell Life Insurance for the 100,000 worth accidental insurance valid for 1 year sa lahat ng mga guests natin sa Season 2. Ayan, and syempre, to my production team, AAA Digital and Studio Manila, maraming salamat po. Sana po nagustuhan ninyo ang episode namin today. And please, watch out for our final episode, Mother's Day series, next week. And of course, please don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa behind the scenes. And syempre, please don't forget to comment ano bang gusto nyong next topics, kung ano ba ang gusto nyong next na story ang makita. Again, this has been Behind the Scenes with Ynna, where every day is Mother's Day.
You're so much to you, and so I celebrate you. Your mind and beauty, celebrate you. Your life and story, celebrate you. You'll always be the queen of my heart. I celebrate you. Your wisdom guides me, celebrate you. Your courage drives me, celebrate you. Your strength inspires me. It's Mother's Day here.